Most players and truckers of Europe 3 or simply Tow 3 keep choosing the same popular trucks again and again. But what if I told you that some of the strongest, smoothest, and most reliable trucks in the entire game are the ones almost nobody talks about? Today, we're stepping into the hidden side of Tow 3, where a few underrated trucks quietly outperform the favorites. These trucks pull harder, climb better, waste less fuel, and deliver insane value, even without a single customization. And once you understand the real difference between torque and horsepower, you will never look at trucks in Tow 3 the same way again. Most players in Tow 3 judge trucks by popularity, not performance. They pick the trucks everyone else uses, believing that famous means strong. But the truth is, some of the best performing trucks in the game stay in the shadows, ignored, forgotten, and underrated. These are the trucks made for players who pay attention to stats, physics, and real automotive logic. Today, we're uncovering the top 5 most underrated trucks in Tow 3 2025, and I promise you, after this video, you will look at your garage completely differently. Before we start with number 5, we need to understand the simple science behind every truck's strength, torque, and horsepower. Torque is the pure pulling force of the engine. It's the muscle that gets your truck moving when you attach a heavy trailer. When your truck climbs a hill without losing speed, that's torque doing the work. It's measured in Newton meters, written as Nm. When you see numbers like 1,800 Nm, 1,900 Nm, or 2,500 Nm, you're looking at the truck's true pulling power. Horsepower, or HP, is the truck's overall energy. It affects how fast you accelerate, how well you maintain speed, and how quickly you recover after slowing down. When you see 380 horsepower, 480 horsepower, or 500 horsepower in Tow 3, that number tells you how alive the engine feels. Think of it this way: torque is strength, horsepower is speed. Once you understand both, choosing the right truck becomes easy, and you stop wasting money on trucks that only look good but perform poorly. Now that the foundation is clear, let's dive into the heart of this video: the underrated trucks that deserve way more respect in Tow 3. We begin our list with a truck that almost everyone scrolls past, the Renault R-Ranger 2013. At first glance, it looks simple, maybe even basic. But the beauty of this truck is hidden beneath the hood. With a steady 380 horsepower and a solid 1,800 Newton meters of torque, the Renault R-Ranger moves with a confidence that surprises most players the moment they take their first drive. It doesn't shout for attention, it doesn't try to be flashy, it simply works. And in Tow 3, that reliability matters more than anything. You'll feel it when you attach your first heavy trailer. The acceleration is honest, the steering is calm, and the truck pushes forward without hesitation. For its €27,000 base price, it becomes one of the smartest choices for players who want a clean, stable truck that never betrays them on long hauls. Underrated? Absolutely. But once you drive it, you realize it deserves far more respect. At number 4, we step into the legendary Scania series, specifically the RT Legend 2004. This truck carries the same 380 horsepower, but what separates it from the Renault is its 1,900 Newton meters torque. That extra force changes everything. Suddenly, hills feel lighter, sudden pulls feel smoother, and long-distance deliveries feel more controlled. This truck was built to work, not to impress. What makes it truly underrated is the price, just €20,000. For players who want strong torque but still want to save money, the 2004 model becomes one of the best silent upgrades in the entire game. And the moment you take it on a mountain road, you understand why Scania has a reputation that lasts for decades. Number 3 takes us to a refined version of the Scania line, the RT Legend 2009. This truck shares the familiar 380 horsepower and 1,900 Newton meters torque, but it feels different, smoother, more modern, more stable. It's like the engineers took everything players loved about the older Scania and improved the comfort, handling, suspension, and road feel. With a base price of €15,000, it becomes the perfect transition truck for players who are moving from beginner-level trucks to something more serious. Many overlook this model because of its year, but the year is exactly what makes it special. It's the bridge between old-school power and modern refinement. And for the price, it delivers performance far beyond expectations. Now we move to number 2, a truck that proves age is nothing but a number: the Scania RT Legend 1995. Even though it's the oldest in the list, it still holds the same 380 horsepower and 1,900 Newton meters torque. This shows how far ahead Scania was in its engineering even decades ago. But the real shock is the price, only 10,000 euros. This truck is the definition of value. For players just starting their Tow 3 journey, the 1995 Scania gives you maximum pulling power at the lowest possible cost. No other truck in this price range pulls this consistently. It may look old, but the moment you start climbing hills or pulling heavy trailers, you understand exactly why this truck still earns respect today. It's old school strength that refuses to retire. Finally, at number 1, we reach the most underrated truck in the entire game, the Ford 4x2. This truck is a hidden monster. It doesn't look dramatic, it doesn't look expensive, but the moment you look at its stats, everything changes. A massive 500 horsepower, a crushing 2,500 Newton meters of torque, at a base price of 30,000 euros. This truck punches far above its class. What makes it truly shocking is how effortlessly it pulls heavy cargo. The engine responds instantly. The torque feels alive, and the truck climbs steep roads with the confidence of a giant. Many players ignore it because they think Ford equals basic. But in Tow 3, the Ford 4x2 is a powerhouse that outperforms trucks far more expensive. It is the truck you buy when you want strength, control, and reliability without paying for unnecessary luxury. This is not just an underrated truck. It is one of the most undervalued powerhouses in TOE 3. If you enjoyed this extended breakdown and want more TOE 3 content mixed with real automotive knowledge, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and every comment gives me motivation to bring even bigger projects like this. All my social media links, including Telegram and Facebook, are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.